on, everybody? Welcome back to the Wonbyone Podcast. I'm your host, Obi Emegano. This is the podcast where we talk about the mindsets, habits, systems that drive success both on the court and off. I'm here joined today with the Nigerian queen, Ezinne Kalu. How you doing? How you doing, young lady?
Cue the applause.
Who we powered by?
We're powered by Jollof. Nigerian
it.
Jollof.
I like it.
Not no
Not
other kind of
Ghanaian?
Jollof. Or Senegalese. No, none of that.
Okay, all right.
But I'm
That's
doing
not even a
good.
question.
I'm doing good. I'm blessed. I'm in great health, so that's all that matters.
Five-time champ? Five-time champ? Is that what that is?
Five-time champ.
Woo woo. All right.
Five times.
How does
in a
that
row.
feel?
It feels good. Well, for me, it's 4 because I wasn't with the team back in 2020.
How many years is it? It's every year. Every year. Oh, okay.
It's every 2 years.
Okay.
So I wasn't there 2023.
Oh, but you went. Okay, but you went 21.
Yeah, but I was there 21. I was there 2019 and 2017.
Oh.
Nah, because me and Nigeria broke up for a while. We were having creative differences, so we just decided to part ways for a while. Heal ourselves and then come back.
Had a break.
Then come back and
you and the rest. You and the rest of the team.
But,
you and the rest of. God.
Right. Me and the rest of us. But it's a good feeling. 5 times in a row is no small feats.
Talk to us about the last one. What was that like?
But the last one.
Just. I'm talking about a week ago.
A week.
Walk us through that. What was that like?
It was hard. It was tough.
Yeah.
Let's get something clear. Like I don't think people understand what AfroBasket really is. AfroBasket is a combination of all the African countries coming together to play for one cup.
Okay.
There's a lot of strong, talented individuals in Africa.
Absolutely.
The level of play, all the way up to the physicality, is what makes the league extremely tough, competitive, and hard. Now, for us, obviously, with us being defending champions, everybody was gunning for us. Everybody gunning for that top spot. And I would too, because who wouldn't keep seeing Nigeria win? So I feel like every game was like a battle. No matter from the first game all the way to the last game was a battle. And we had 1 week of training camp. Not on purpose, but training camp was supposed to start July 6th. We didn't arrive till July 18th. And then the tournament started July 26th. So we were really running on a whole 1 week of training camp. And then we just took it one game at a time, and we handled business. It was not easy at all. Every game was a struggle. Every possession was.
Walk me through it. So you get a call. Obviously, you're going to get a call do you want to come join the team? When do you get that call? When do you guys pack up? Where do you go? How long are you there? What's the camp like? When do you play the games? Who did you play?
Well,
let me hear it.
For me, there's no call. It's just, here's your flights. I gotta show up.
Yeah, okay. Oh,
I don't need call no.
My fault.
Just send me booking confirmation, and I'll just be checking in.
Just send the flight.
Just send the flight. So they send a flight. They send a flight to where you check in. You get to the hotel. You get 1 day to settle. Boom, we arrived.
Where are you guys at? Where'd you fly to?
Abuja. I flew to Abuja. So I flew from here to Germany, here to Frankfurt to Abuja. Okay. I got about 1 day to settle in. Second day, morning off. All the girls just arriving. The afternoon, we start first day of training camp. Practicing, obviously, getting our legs loose. We're training, introducing ourselves. Obviously, doing team like icebreakers. And then we take the first practice, just walking through things. Checking everybody's temperature, seeing where everybody is, seeing how everybody physical, seeing everybody's shape. And then boom, that next day, the next official day, the next full day that everybody there, that's when camp starts. We get into it, we get active, we learn the positions, we learn the teams, we're learning who's gonna be playing what, how we gonna be playing this, how we gonna be playing that. We doing 5-0, we doing transition stuff. We really try to get prepared for camp. Last day, I think 2 days before we're about to leave for Ivory Coast. We left for Ivory Coast July 24th. So July 22nd, that's when they make cuts. They cut about 3 or 4 girls. They cut about 4 girls because you can only take 12 to AfroBasket. They cut about 4 girls. Great athletes. They just young, never been with team before, so their chances are pretty low, right? Then we get to Ivory Coast July 24th. Same thing. As soon as you get there, they allow you to take your rest day. You relax, you regroup, kind of get used to the hotel. Next day, boom, with our first official practice in the practice gym for Ivory Coast. Practices, you can't just have 2-hour long practices. all once you get to the tournament, all the practices are timed. Like we got an hour 15 at max, and then you're out of there. People are getting in and out the gym. And then that's exactly how it was. Every day we were practicing, we are training, and then boom, now it's time to play. The only thing I hate about AfroBasket is the back-to-back turnaround games. I mean, for
That's
somebody
getting
that's
old.
20, 25, 23, cool. But for somebody that's me that's pushing 35, I'm 33, that's getting up there, it's kind of like, damn, I don't have enough. Can I press my hair?
Nigerian queen, you say what you
family
want.
establishments? um, so we don't have enough time to like really always bounce back. But I mean, it was dope. It was dope how we locked in, how we stayed together, how the trainers was we had good trainers, so we were able to get treatment day in and day out. Like I said, every game wasn't easy. We had Rwanda first game. They played Rwanda a few years ago, and they beat them, but they struggled with them before. So this time around, obviously it was a little different with me and with Promise playing, and it wasn't. They started out strong. We started out flat, and then third quarter, that's when we kind of opened things up. Second game, we had Mozambique, another tough team. We played them before in AfroBasket. I've actually played with two of the players on Mozambique team. Same thing with them. They fought us down to halftime, and then boom, third quarter, fourth quarter came. We opened it up and extended the lead, and then boom, here comes the quarterfinal game, which is the final before the final. We had to play. We played Cameroon, ended up beating them by like almost 30, 40 points. Then we ended up playing
Oh
Senegal. Now
yeah.
that's the final before the final. As you know, their old coach was also the head coach for Nigeria. So it was already it was already a little animosity. There was already just some underlying things that had happened over the summer, just a whole bunch of things. And that game was do or die. It was win or go home, and they definitely rode us to the nail for sure. But once again, we came out on top. Was able to make it to the final game against Mali, and that too, same thing. Everything went down to the wire, and then we pulled it out.
One thing that I talk about in my personal story
Yeah.
is was going to the Olympics and only having like no time to prepare. No preparation,
Yeah.
getting to the gym, no preparation, and like what that meant for me mentally, being a guy. So for me going there, one of the three European players, everybody else was in the league. I went there, I was nervous. What? Nervous. You know what I'm saying? And I go there
Yeah.
and cuz I'm used to like my not nervous, but I need my routine. I need to touch the ball, I need to get my reps, I need to loosen
Yeah.
up. And you go there and they say, "Don't touch the ball. As soon as you touch the ball, you got 1 hour." You know what I'm saying? So you line up, everybody's lined up there, standing there. They got a rack of balls. We're just sitting there waiting. There's a clock on the wall. Dude's sitting there at the clock like this. Coach is like, don't touch the ball. They start the clock, and as soon as you pick that ball up, 1 hour starts, and y'all better start warming up. Y'all better start
Yeah.
that clock. Drop the ball. You know what I'm saying? When the clock stops, drop the ball, and they're serious about that. And for me going there, I felt like, man, I need to get my form shots. I need to get my stretch. You know what I'm saying? I need to get all my stuff. But you couldn't do that. And so you had to just kind of learn
Yeah.
on the fly. And I tell that story as like you have to be able to adapt. And so what do you go to? What did you go to when you didn't have time to prepare? How did you feel? What were you doing? Were you doing extra stuff in the room? Were you trying to watch film? What were you doing to feel comfortable?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was taking advantage of treatment every chance I got. Because for me personally, I
Right.
don't know for the other girls, but for me
Right.
personally, I only know how to play one way.
Right.
That's 100% at everything I do, on offensively and defensively. So I'm exerting a lot of energy. Now, about an hour after the game, I probably feel like I can go one more. But by the time I'm ready to go to bed, and by the time I wake up,
Mm-hmm.
that's why I feel most of from first quarter to the fourth quarter. I feel everything. So when on my free time, I'm making sure I'm getting my treatment. I make sure I'm getting my massages. I make sure I'm doing my band work in the room. I make sure I'm doing my normal tag, my game ready. I make sure I'm doing whatever I need so that my body can get the adequate amount of recovery time to perform at a high level next game. So for me, it's all about mentally locking in, like knowing what's important. Like, okay, yeah, this might be the perfect time for me to go
Uh-huh.
outside and walk and enjoy the streets of Ivory Coast, but do I need to do that, or do I need to be in these normal tech boots to prepare for this game tomorrow? So it's just all about balancing, also to listen to my body and know what my body needs. Like a lot of times in AfroBasket, we may have a morning practice, and I probably couldn't go in that morning. And it's also too about just having a conversation with my coach, like saying, hey, like I can't go this morning, but I'll be ready to go for practice later on in the evening. So for me, I just revert to my mental and my body, listen to my body, because when you don't listen to your body, it make you listen. And for me, that I've had injuries over the years, I know when I feel something that's uncomfortable, to me to stop and take care of that.
I was excited to have you on here for many
Of course,
reasons,
you were.
but for many reasons, but one because you I don't know if I've had an active female basketball player on my pod. I don't know if I've I don't
Really?
know if I've sat down with an active female basketball player and chopped it up. And I'm curious
Uh-huh.
about like what does that look like? I know what it looks like from a male's perspective is like how we're grinding, how we're doing, taking care of our body, what I do when
Yeah.
I wake up in the morning, and I've got male friends that I know are doing similar stuff, like high level guys who taking care of their body, they got to get the treatments, they're doing all that. We talk about how we're taking care of our bodies. I have never heard from a female's
Yeah.
perspective. What does it look like? You know, because I I don't know. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know how stressful it is on your body, on your ligaments, on your knee, on your ankle. I know what it feels
Yeah.
like for me. And I know what it feels like from my male teammates, but I don't know what it feels like from a,
Yeah. For
from a
me,
female perspective. How much recovery and treatment and how
y-
big of a role that stuff plays in your life and in your journey.
mhm. For me, okay. So this is the first thing I'm gonna do before I work out and after I work out. Right before I work out, I'm always gonna make sure I do my
You're rolling your feet out.
what's the exercise when you put the ball on your feet and you roll your feet out.
Yeah, you like to roll your
Yeah,
feet out?
but
Okay.
but
Uh-huh.
smart ass. This is called this is exercise
Sure.
though. So also my point is also about preventative maintenance and also post maintenance. So the preventative maintenance I think is what helps me in the long run because I'm warm just like an old car when
You're
it's
an
a
old car in a
snowstorm.
snowstorm.
When you got an old car and you have a snowstorm, the next day
So you're an
you have
old
to
car in
warm
a
your car up. You
snowstorm.
have to warm it up before you drive off. Like the car has this yeah, sometimes it feel that way. Yes. That have to let warm up after a while and then boom. I'm able to just drive off, put it in gear and just drive off. So it's also about just taking an adequate time to warm my body up. And then after, right? What looks like after is I immediately
Mm.
ice. So my issue is my knee, my left knee. I had a PCL MCL injury back in 2022, 2021. Yeah. So it
Oh, really? You had the level 4 knee brace on, didn't you?
yeah, the
You used
big
to have the
one. I had the
big.
big
Do you play with
I
a knee
had that
brace?
back in college. That was like 2012.
Yeah.
But for this
Okay.
one they just gave me like a regular
Okay.
sleeve. But
Okay. Decent.
yeah, so I immediately have to put ice. My knee is the only thing that kind of bothers me now because I don't really I don't know I'm not really prone injury prone. So the only thing that kind of bothers me after games are my knees, my left knees. I
Mm-hmm.
immediately put ice. When I get home, I elevate my legs. You know how you lay in your bed, and you put your legs up on the wall. I immediately do that. Right. If I have a normal tech, I'm immediately gonna normal tech after that.
All right.
The next morning is when I start my actual treatment, like with a physio. So I'll probably
Okay.
do stem. I'll probably do some cupping on my quad, around my hamstring. You know what stem is, right? When they put the patches and they get the electrical shock. I'll
Yeah.
do that. I'll do some cupping. I'll even do some acupuncture on my scar. Just a range of different things to kind of get that knee mobilized so that it's not hurting me throughout the day. And then I ice again, or maybe I get a massage, and then that's it. And then I'm back to 100%.
When did you start taking care of your body like that? When did you realize like this car is getting old? It needs to. The snow's coming. I need to start warming this
um,
thing up.
yeah,
Cause I'm the
I
same
think
way. I'm the same. I tell people, look, my half the time my workout is to just start the engine and then turn it off.
yes,
Just get it
yes.
started, shut it off, go home.
If practice is at 6, I need to get there at least 5:20,
At
at least,
least.
so that by the time 6 o'clock come, I'm ready to
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. When did that happen though?
Um,
Because for me, so I had when I was young, I had 4 surgeries in 2 years in college. My first 2 years in college. So
sheesh.
when I was since I've been in college, like all I've known is rehab, rehab, rehab. So from
Hmm.
a young age, like that, it helped me and it didn't help me. But kids nowadays, they
Hmm.
don't. People don't do. You won't do rehab until you get injured. And that's just
Yes.
that is the biggest mistake that people can make.
It is. I think I really started taking treatment in my body seriously. I think when I was in Germany, I played in Germany and in Hungary, and not Hungary, sorry, in Germany, in this old city called Forsheim, and we didn't really have a trainer like that. Like that was just with German level. There's not really high levels, so you don't expect them to have high level trainers, high level physio. It just
Mm-hmm.
whatever the club come with, that's what you have access to. So we did have a massage therapist. It's just I never really had nobody focus on specific injuries that I might have. So it was up to me to go on YouTube, find exercises to mobilize my leg, find find things to mobilize my ankle, find things to get me right or proper warm up. So I think Germany definitely was the eye opener because I'm like, okay, if I twist my ankle right now, I don't have a physio to
Mm-hmm.
go to mobilize it and get me ready for practice the next day. So I think that's when I really started focusing on like, okay, let me start stepping up because I may go to another country where this happens again and they don't have the proper trainers. But that only happened to me one time.
You
After
have
that, I've
to.
always made sure to put in my contracts this. Like a team gotta have a full, like
You have
because
to. Let
I've
me.
noticed that.
I want to come back to the land. I see you've got the
Hmm.
land. You're proudly you're proudly supporting always. I want to talk about the importance of your country, your heritage to you. I want to talk about what that's been like. Um, and I think it's
Oh.
important. And the reason why I want to talk about it is because I think now more than ever, our country is looked
Hmm.
at on a level that it's never been. It's popularized. Is that a word? Now more than it's ever been. Um,
Hmm.
and obviously, me being
Yeah, I think
Nigerian,
so.
you being Nigerian, we love going home. We love playing for our national team. How has that how has that impacted you? Me in me in particular, I didn't. I joined the national team in 2019, I think. So not that long, and it has been
Hmm.
that's been the greatest thing that I've done. Is just been able to join my national team, be able to go home, see my people, see my culture, see where I was, because I was born there, moved away, never had the opportunity to go back. Yeah, I was born there. Yeah. Yeah,
Really?
thoroughbred. That's right, thoroughbred.
Hey,
Yeah,
Niger,
thorough. So,
true Niger
so I
boy.
was born there, moved here, didn't have the opportunity to go back. My family would always go back during Christmas, but I was always playing. And so I never got the opportunity to go back home. And then now joining the national team 2019, being able to go
Uh-huh.
back home, that has been the greatest experience that I've ever had. And um, never been more proud to be Nigerian. But I remember back when we were little and it wasn't so cool to be
Yeah.
Nigerian. And I'm sure you remember that. You know what I'm
I've
saying?
been called African booty
You
scratcher
know,
quite a few times to know.
you know what I'm saying? And now it's the coolest thing ever, man. And so, um,
Hmm.
how do you feel about that?
Everybody wants to just be shaking y'all to Afro beats.
I'm like
Hey, it's
shaking
yo.
Nash. No, but seriously,
Now the same one who used to call me African
y-
booty
y-
scratcher is
how
messaging
do,
me to, hey, it's yo.
so
Continue.
it's
Sorry.
just the heritage, man. How important is that to you? What role does that play in your life?
Yeah, well, for starters, I don't know if you know this, Obi, but I started with the junior national team
Did you?
back in 2011.
You've been with the national team that
Yeah,
long?
I was with the junior national team. I was with the junior national team. So
Really?
my assistant coach at Savannah City at the time, Coach Josh, he had a connection with the NBF presidency back then. Um, and he asked me like, "Hey, like, you do want to play for the national team?" At that time, I had no idea playing for a country was even a thing. This is like 2011, 2012. I had no idea it was even a thing. And I'm like, okay, sure. Like he said, all you need is a passport. I thank God I already had my Nigerian passport because I had went to Nigeria when I was younger. So I had my Nigerian passport. I went to Washington D.C. They had a training camp, and I tried out for the team, and I made the team. And we were playing in like France. We were supposed to go to Chile, but we ended up losing funding.
Wow.
That next year later, I got an email from Joyce
Ah.
asking to try for the senior team back in 2014, and that's how I made the team. So I've been with Nigeria since 2011. I just got selected to play with the senior team once I outgrew the younger team. So for me, it's always been a blessing to see the longevity of things and how things just kind of like played out for me. Because had it not been for my coach Estevez at the time, I would have never even known about playing for Nigeria. And thank God that even though I was born in Jersey, my mom is American, my dad is Nigerian. My mom always made sure that I was going to Nigeria during the summertime to get that culture, to spend that time with my family in Nigeria, because ultimately that's part of who I am. So that mixture of my mom, being diligent and being persistent about me going home, compared with my coach giving me the opportunity to play with the young girls, that together is what makes my experience even greater. And Sweden has its own personal message, because it's just like, wow, I would have never thought I would have had this opportunity to play for my country, to play for my team. And now that I'm doing so, I don't it feels authentic, it feels real, it feels like I've always had a place here. It was just a matter of just showing up at the right time and get connected with the right people, and it turned out to work in my favor. Like I'm super excited that I'm able to do it this long, because it's not easy. You know how Nigeria is. um and like I said, I was with the team for a good minute, and then I ended up coming back. So it's amazing to see how it just unfolds, and I'm looking forward to see like what else can I do beyond basketball, which is one of the reasons why I started on my nonprofit, which I'm sure we'll talk about later on.
That's kind of where we're like one question away from there. That's kind of moving into that.
Yeah.
NBA Africa is becoming a big thing, right?
Yes. The BAL.
Yeah, the BAL,
Yeah.
but also the NBA is expanding. They're doing, I don't know what's going on, but they're trying to start a new league or something. I'm not sure, but talk to me about the women's side of African basketball. What's that like?
First of all, the African side of women basketball, for me, I feel like it's sometimes it's a hit, sometimes it's a miss. I'll say why it's a hit first. I think it's a hit because, like I said earlier, there's so much African talent that's being recognized now for the country that they play for, or just playing in Africa in general. So there's so much talent. I'm happy that we're getting recognition that we finally deserve as African athletes playing in diaspora. And then sometimes it's a miss because even though we're getting noticed, we're getting all the support, we're getting access to all these opportunities where games are live streamed and people can watch games, but it's like we're also still fighting for resources that we say that we've
That we're
needed,
supposed to
that has
have.
happened years ago. I mean, my thing is that we're supposed to have. So I just feel like the progression is not growing with the success.
That makes sense.
If that makes sense, like the progression of the continued support behind the scenes is not growing at the level and at the at the rate of our success. Take our team for example. With us being 5-time champs, with us being 28-0 and haven't lost a game in 10 years.
In how many
If when we
years?
challenge when we haven't lost a game in 10 years. We're like 28. We're like 28. Oh, nobody in Africa has beat us. The only losses we had are like in the Olympics against USA. We've lost to we lost to France. Like we've lost to European teams, but no African team has beat us in 10 years. No African team has beat us in 10 years.
That's incredible.
So it's like even with that level of success, on top of
That's
five AfroBasket
incredible.
champions, or on top of making it to the quarterfinals of Olympics, on top of doing all those things, you would think that the support and the progression.
Hey, y'all were hooping at the Olympics. Y'all were
Yeah,
hooping. More than y'all we could say
yeah.
for us.
So I don't know, it's still growing. It's definitely at a better spot now, for sure. For sure. The women's Africa side, yeah, for sure.
Wow. Do we have some good? Does Nigeria have some good young girls coming up?
Yes, yeah. There are tons of leagues going on in Nigeria right now. The Zenith Bank League, the Warrior Aces, they're playing the league. There's Zone 7. There's so many leagues happening in Nigeria now. It's just a matter of promoting, getting people out there to witness and see what's going on.
Can I ask
I'm
a
actually
side?
I'm actually sponsoring a Nigerian hooper, so the winner will be announced in like 4 days.
You're sponsoring a Nigerian hooper?
Yeah,
Really?
$500.
Really?
Yeah, through my non yeah
Let me
through my
let me
nonprofit. Yeah,
let me hold $1.
I think a couple
All
dollars.
right, all
You know.
right, all right, all right. Dang, that's So we got some young. Let me ask you a side question. Who's the dude on the men's team with all the bounce?
Oh, number 0. I have no idea.
Why is he jumping like
I
that?
have no idea, but he's jumping out of the gym. Like he reminds me of a
It looks
younger
like
version of.
It looks like Wimby up there.
Exactly, he does.
He like six. What is he like? 6'10", 6'9", 6'10"?
6'10", I think.
And he is.
Them boys hooping, ain't they?
His head is
They
like
trying to win
this.
that 100K.
Is that what they getting?
Them boys said, "I want that 100K."
Is that
too.
what they getting?
I mean, they see the soccer plays. I mean,
We supposed to get some money from the Olympics. They told us. Ask me if we gonna get it.
Did y'all get it yet? Tell me in my ear.
I ain't got to tell you. I think you know the answer to that question. Oh, gosh. All right, so let's talk about what's next with you. Nonprofit? How did that start up?
Yes. Yeah. Um. Okay, so this is the real reason why I started up. The real reason why is because I told myself I wanted to be more philanthropic this year. And I wanted to do that because I talk all this I preach all this talk about wanting to get back to my community, wanting to help the younger generation. In order for me to do that, I have to actually be boots on ground and doing the work and doing that. So I'm like, what better way to do that than to do a nonprofit and actually put my resilient as an that's on the court, the leader that's on the court, just pour that same energy into my nonprofit. And I came up with the WeMove Foundation. You know what WeMove? We move. So yeah, I came up with the WeMove Foundation. Thank you. I came up with that foundation, just blending sports, community building, mental health, just programs like that blend all that together to give African kids and underserved youth an opportunity. So far, it's been going good. I'm still in the process of just, making sure that everything, all my I's are dotted, all my T's are crossed. I've been having a few local events here in Atlanta, just bring awareness to my program, what I'm trying to do. I've had my first basketball camp in New Jersey under my nonprofit called the Clamps Only Camp, which is a defense only basketball camp. So things have been picking up. No, it is basketball in there for sure because you can't have defense without offense. You can't have defense without offense. So it is basketball for sure, but it's mainly defense focused because we got to get back to teaching the art and the foundation of the game. Like I'm sick of seeing kids doing 360s and doing windmills, but your player cutting you back door, or you can't do a simple east to west. You're playing blown by you. Yeah, so that's how it worked out. I just wanted something that's an extension of me to give back to the community and to the kids and to the people that look up to me, and the foundation was the perfect segue into what I'm trying to do ultimately.
So what is next for you?
Mm-hmm.
What's next for you? We just did Africa.
Yeah.
What's next for you? We got the nonprofit. What's next?
Yep. I'm going back to China in January.
Are you?
Yeah, I was in China last season. I'm going back this season, but I'm not going back to January. I spoke to my team. We just told them my mindset about how I'm in my business moment, my business era, trying to do things my nonprofit, and they understood, which is perfect. And so right now I'm just in Atlanta chilling, working. I work for this company called I9 Sports. I site lead their basketball camps.
You work for I9?
Yeah.
Really? I know
Yeah.
I9.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. Where do I know? Why do I know I9? We've got an I9 here though. It's the same I9?
Yeah, I think so.
It probably is. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm their site lead for Powder Springs, Smyrna, and Buckhead location.
Okay. All right. So
you frozen?
So two things. Am I frozen?
Yeah.
Am I still frozen?
No, you good.
All right.
No, you
good. Two things. One, that's a big deal for you to be in China.
Oh, for sure. I'm never leaving China. Like if they want me to come back every year, I will.
People
like
Yeah, I remember you went there last year for your first year. That was the first time?
Yeah. I went there last year. That was my first time. Yeah.
Was it off of the Olympics?
Off of the Olympics, correct.
I remember that. I remember seeing it and I was like, dang, she got a Chinese gig. That's it.
Yep. And I'm going
back.
That's it.
That's
Maybe
what we
I just played one more year and I'm finished.
That's what we want. That's what but speaking of, how do you feel? How do you feel? How many years you got?
I got one more Olympics in me.
Oh, 28? So you got 3 more years.
Yeah, I got 3 more years, and I'm hanging up. I feel like 3 more years for sure. I'm not even, and it's Obi. I could easily say 3 more years, I'm done, and then 3 years coming up, like, oh, I want to do.
Nah, you can't be done post
I mean,
Olympics though.
there's nothing else.
Yeah, but you're gonna go to the Olympics. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, y'all still calling? I'm
like
still accepting.
I mean, yeah,
China,
but
y'all still calling? The applications here, take it.
well, okay. How about this? I know
feel.
for sure I'll be done with national team.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I think because I feel like
I've done it all.
I've had 3 Olympics. I've done it all.
But then you move to board. That's where you move next. It's the board.
Exactly. Then I want to start working. Yeah. Okay, how can I start making sure the flights don't have 4-5 hour layovers? How can I start making sure the gears arrive on time? How can I make sure camp is 1 month and not 1 week?
Please.
But as far as like playing in China, I wouldn't mind still doing that because it's less stress that's on the body. That's about 4 months. I'm going there from January to about March, April. So.
Yeah. But at the same time though, you do have to do something in the meantime. And that's what so for everybody that's listening, like you're still doing everything you're doing, but you still got to work in the meantime.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you're only in China 4 months.
Yes.
So, would you rather be in China? Would you rather be 8 months or would you rather work 4 in China 4?
No.
You like what you're doing?
No.
Okay.
I like what I'm doing because my thing is too, like, I love basketball wholeheartedly. Like, basketball has never failed me day in and day out. It's always been by my side. But I've noticed that along the way, I'm missing time out with family that I can't get back. So now with me cutting it short and with me doing a 6 month, 4 month season versus 8 month, I get to go to Christmas break. I get to go to Christmas dinner. I get to make Thanksgiving. I get to go to the family reunion. I get to go to things now that I have missed on years on end. Like, I've been hooping for 12 years, 11 years professionally. 8 of those years has been straight. I'm talking about come home, stay enjoy my little 2 month summer, then I'm back overseas come September 1st. So I've been doing that back to back to back, and now that I have the time to not just focus on my business and my nonprofit and other little ways of how I make my money, I get to enjoy my family now too. So that's huge for me because I'm real family oriented. I love my family.
That's important. I'm moving. You know me. I'm kind of in the same transitioning into business and into life, and so learning that side of it has been intriguing. It's been fun. It's been challenging. It's been a new experience, and to see you going and navigating through that as well, it's cool to me to kind of see, because there's not that many athletes who are business minded initially, you know, and so it's tough.
Yeah,
it's tough, and to go into it.
I agree.
I kind of want to. You've been doing your nonprofit 1 year?
Yeah, I just launched it this year, so like honestly, like 5 months.
And so I was gonna ask you, like, what principles have you taken from sport to then being able to apply to business? You know what I mean?
Everything.
I know
everything.
Yeah.
Literally everything. The leadership of it. What it's like having a team and having to lead a team. And when I say leading, that don't necessarily mean, oh, you do this, you do that, you do that. Just knowing what people plays for a certain role and who fits best in what certain situation. Like for me, if I'm going to have a team, I know, for example, I know not to make my sister in charge of scheduling meetings because she's terrible with emails. Just little things like that to kind of know. What else have I brought to it? Just my energy. I mean, on the court, I'm a dog. Like I could, like I said, I play both ends of the floor. I give you 100% every time. I'm put that same energy into my business. Whatever time I'm up, whatever time I have, I'm going to make sure I dedicate to my business because I want, just like my game, I want my business to get better. What else? Yeah, that's it. Really, that's it.
No, that's it. I mean, that's. Well, you know, and moving into the business world, I'm starting to talk about this more. It's like that's why people value athletes is because of that. Because of that side of it, you know, to be able to have that success, you have to have those traits, the discipline. You've got to have the resilience. You've got to have the ability to work hard, the ability to take no's and to not get your way and to continue to show up tomorrow and do the job tomorrow, you know, and all those things. Is I think that is my new stage in life, is starting to uncover those traits in business and not only in sports. So it's been fun. Tell me really quickly, how old are you?
33.
Oh, you're young.
Oh, you're young. How old is that?
I thought you said.
I said pushing 35.
I thought you said pushing 38.
I did not, Obi. I did not say no damn pushing 38.
I thought you said pushing 30. I'm like, you're not that
Nah.
old. Okay, so we about the same age. All right,
Nah.
cool.
Wait, how old are you?
32. Well, 32.
I'm old. You're a baby.
Baby.
Like you just turned 32, or you're about
She
to
told
be
you 33. Talking about you're a baby.
You just turned 32, or you're about to be 33.
Depends on who you ask.
Oh, you're a baby for sure if you just turned 30. If
I
you
turned
just
32 in April.
32,
When's your birthday?
June 26th.
Fam, you got a whole year. You just turned 33. So I just turned 30.
But you're
still
1 year
32.
older than me,
and I'm a baby.
You
You got 13
that's
professional seasons. How many
gap.
professional seasons you got?
12 professional seasons.
Now that is something to talk about.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
It is.
It is. I didn't get to get into your Savannah. I didn't get to get into college. I wanted to get into college. Now I feel like we didn't went everywhere.
Who did these interview questions?
I feel like we went everywhere. We didn't come back to college.
Who did these interview questions?
It threw it. The previous the time lap threw us off. It threw us off.
See.
It was good talking to you though.
Which one about my
I want to know what that.
experience?
No, I want to know what that was like. We got
How
enough
much time
for
do we
you.
have? Is this,
No, I
does
want
this
to know.
like shut off
No,
in
no,
like
I
9
want to know.
minutes?
And I asked that because I work with. So Oklahoma has we've got a very strong women's basketball program.
Okay. Wait, you live in Oklahoma? Like on purpose? Okay, go ahead.
Come on, man. Why
you have a really good program.
Why are you doing that? Why are you gonna do that on live television in front of all these people? Talking about on purpose.
Sorry, Oklahoma.
So no, we have a really strong women's basketball program, like really strong. Like nationally, we've got some. I think we've got a lot of. Don't quote me. Don't quote me. I think that we've got a lot of nationally ranked, like top 25 girls in Oklahoma. I do. I think there's like 5, which is pretty good.
Oh wow!
So we got a strong program.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
See,
I think our women's program is better than our men's program, for sure. That's what he's saying. Yeah. So we got a lot of women that are gonna be tuned into this. So I kind of want to just talk real briefly about what it was like going from high school. What did you learn? How did you have to adapt your game going into college? What was that like?
Okay. Great question.
Yeah.
First of all, shout out.
Who wrote these questions? I did.
Shout out to all my Oklahoma fans if I have any there.
Yeah.
Shout out to Oklahoma. I look forward to visiting.
See?
But
he might come down here and run a camp. Host a camp.
Hey, actually, yeah, that's we need to talk about that for sure. Off camera.
No, not after you just said that about our people.
No.
You better take it back.
We're gonna tap in.
See?
I take it back, Oklahoma.
All right. What was that like?
But the transition for me from high school from high school to college, honestly, for me, it was a little easy. Now, when I say easy, I don't mean like I just walked in and was able to just do whatever. I think for me, it was easy because I already had the mindset of a hard worker. I already knew what it took for me to be a small town girl from New Jersey going 13 hours away from home to Savannah. So I already knew that there was a lot at stake. So how I approached it is do everything I do or go back home. And that was not an option for me. So I think for me the transition came where I was like, okay, and now it's about playing with other talents, that other people who are just as talented as me. That's what I had to learn, because in high school, you have one player who is the best player of everybody, and then you have a few other players that might be good but just not as good. And with me being at a high school where I had to do all the work and play all the positions, I was coming to a school now where girls were actually good. They were talented. I didn't have to do all the work. So for me, it was just about adapting and learning to say, listen, you just do your job. You don't have to do everybody else's job now. And that was the adjustment for me. Like just learning how to play my role and being great at that role, and just helping others to be successful in their role without trying to overpower that, because that's their role. That's what they do. And after a while, after my freshman year, after I started to get adjusted and find my average and find the identity of who I was, it became easier. It became easier for me. And as far as distance, I was always a
What?
kid who loved being away from home, so I was never really homesick like that. And being away from home, being 13 hours away from home, prepared me for my first year pro because I was already so used to being away from home that by the time I played pro my first year in Portugal, it was just like a home away from home. So the
You said
transition for me was fairly easy.
you said you're a hard worker, yeah?
Yeah, I like to think so.
Yeah, no. I like that, but so and I asked you that because there's a lot of people that think they work hard.
Yeah,
What does working hard look like?
working
For
hard
you,
looks like
for a women's specifically, and
hmm
from a real specific answer, like
yeah.
what did it look like for you when you say you worked hard? Were you, or is it 2 days? Or you shooting five? What does it look like? What does working hard look like?
For me, it's about working outside of what's
I
already
like that answer.
expected. Like for example, if I know we're gonna practice every day. That's expected. I know we're gonna have 2 days, 3 days out the week. That's expected. But the hard work comes from the work that you're putting in outside of those practice hours. For example, hard works look like doing an extra mile, going to the weight room, get that extra lift in, being consistent. If you're in a diet, sticking to that. If you're in a regimen, sticking to that. It means showing up every day, even when you don't want to or you don't feel like it. That's what hard works look like, because that work that you put in outside of your practice time or your practice hours is gonna show. You can't just work on something for 10 minutes and expect that 10 minutes to translate into your actual game. So for me, that hard work looked like putting in the extra work outside of what was already required of me.
So you say that were you going and getting up? Are we talking high school or college right now?
College.
Were you were you going and are you
For
call?
example, if we had practice at 12, I was going to the gym at least an hour, 2 hours early to get extra shots up.
Yeah.
If practice ended, I would always stay in an extra hour or extra 30 minutes to get some
Are
shots
you
up.
on the
If we had
gun? Are you
weightlifting,
with a teammate?
I was on a gun. I was on a gun. Whether I had a friend there rebounding for me, I was just in the gym. If we had weight room, if I know we had weight room only on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, I might go the extra Tuesday and Thursday just to put some work in. It don't even have to be extreme work, just as long as I'm doing something to get me better for the
I like
next day.
that.
So it's just always about getting that 1% better. Like you don't got to go to the gym and be in the gym for 2 hours. For me, it's just about whether it's 30 minutes, whether it's 15 minutes, just doing something that's going to make me 1% better for the first time I appear for that job or for that practice.
I've I've noticed that athletes they have this like all or nothing mentality.
I used to have that. Oh my God.
Right? Athletes love this. Where's my hat doing that? Athletes love this all or nothing mentality. It's like so I can't go and I can't get up.
Just leave it. Or show your shiny. Don't.
Chill out. Uh, no, but really, it's athletes have this all or nothing mentality. It's like I'm gonna go to the gym and I gotta get an hour and a half and I've got to make 250 shots. And if I don't, then why waste my time with 50 shots? You know what I mean? And I think that mentality is so dangerous. It's so dangerous. Just go get a little bit better. Go get just a little bit better. You don't need to because what happens is you get analysis of paralysis of analysis. Is that what they call it? Right? Is you're thinking, I can't go get this time, and then you end up not doing anything. You'd be better off just spending that time and getting a little bit done. And I think that's been my biggest takeaway is I work out the days that I'm supposed to work out. And if I don't feel like working out that day, I work out that day. And you show up and you do something that you can do. You do something that you can afford, right? Today I can't afford to go 190%, but I'm going to go and get a little upper body lift in today. You know what I mean? I can't afford, my body is dying right now. I can't afford to go get up the shots that I need, but I'll go get on the bike and I'm going to rehab and I'll do some core and then I'll go home. You know, and that difference, I think that is the difference that people won't make. They're like, okay, I'm going to take Saturday and Sunday off. No, take Sunday off, go Saturday and get a 20-minute walk, 10-minute core, get some stretching in. That's your workout for the day. That's a great day of work. But it's like, I didn't die today, So I didn't really get that much. I didn't get that much work in. You know what I mean? And that's how people feel. And you know what, man? And no, you know what? I used to feel that way. And I'm struggling. I'm even struggling now to. I tell people I tell the story now is I want to be in the gym like I'm a professional athlete, 1 hour, 2 hour, 2 days. But some days I go to the gym and my regimen is only 15-minute shots, and it's really hard. That is really hard. It's really hard to look at your schedule and feel like, man, I can run, I can jump, I can dunk. I want to be, but you only got 15 minutes. And when that clock is off, go sit down because this is your workout for today. And the new stage that I'm in, the new phase that I'm in, that's what hard work looks like. Mentally not wanting to go, mentally not going there and going through your reps like you normally do because you know that that's not what your body needs right now. So that hard work, I think that what you said, just getting a little bit better each day, that is where you make the difference, you know? Before we get out of here, I want to ask you 2 questions that I ask all my guests. All right. Number 1, the first question is, who is somebody that has had, and I want to say, no, not a family member. I'm looking for a friend, a mentor. Who is somebody that has had a big impact on your mental state, like your mental capacity? Who's that one person? Somebody you talk to, somebody you can lean on whenever you're struggling.
I would probably have to say my twin, Promise. Promise, you know Promise, right?
Okay. Promise.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Like anytime, I know Promise, her and my friend Jade. Actually, no, this is live stream, so let me be for real. Promise, my girl Promise, my girl Jade, and my best friend Shawanda. Those 3 are like my 3 core girls who, if I'm going through anything, if I need it, whether it's basketball, whether it's life, whether it's just anything, I talk to them and it just makes sure my head is screwed on tight. For sure, hands down.
I always ask that because we always need a core group of people to lean on, right? And then secondly, right? So that's the team. That's your team. Secondly, how do you practice self-love?
Oh, I do my nails. I do my hair. I do my feet. I get my lashes done. I take myself out, whether it's a complete spa day. I make sure my house is completely clean because I have OCD. So it's just, for me, just a clean house just does it for me. And just like lounging, just waking up and doing literally whatever I want to do. You know what's crazy, Obi? Like I've 2 years ago, I found it so hard to just be able to do what I want to do. And I don't know if that was because like I was allowing my schedule to like permit me, or I was allowing people around me to permit me from doing so. But I've been such in this era the past year, the past year and a half, where I'm just like, how I feel when I wake up, whatever I want to do, I'm going to do just that. So that's my form of self-love, waking up and just literally doing whatever I want to do. If I want to stay in the house all day and binge watch The Lincoln Lawyer all day, I'm going to do just that. If I want to go outside and have a walk with my headphones and eat a bag of chips or just do whatever, I'm going to do just that. If I just want to wake up and go hoop for 4 or 5 hours, I'm going to do just that. It's just like I'm in this era where self-love looks like exactly how I'm feeling.
Yeah. Making your own rules.
Exactly. On top of getting my nails done, my hair done, my lashes done.
I love it. Man, I appreciate you, Ezinne, for coming on here.
Thank you.
Having your perspective has been great. I want your help in bringing more like-minded people like you on here.
For sure. I don't feel like this. I feel like this episode should have been at least an hour because there's so much stuff we didn't cover. But because this is your first time and you didn't have all the questions. Sure, I'll come back. I'll just make sure you have your questions from beginning.
Let's do it.
Let's start from my birth year, and then we just work our way down to.
See, and that's the thing. I was trying to find out where we're gonna start in at because we had a lot to cover. I know we had a lot to cover, but we'll have another one on here. We might have you and Promise on here next.
For sure. And then we can really.
We've done it before, so we might have both of y'all on here again.
No, thank you for having me though.
Where can the people find you? Where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram at _the Nigerian.
Growing five-time AfroBasket champion. Growing IG.
Did you see the new name?
What does it say?
Order of Niger.
Is that, what does it mean? Order of Niger?
This is the second highest rank.
The
you
top.
know what's the first one?
What's that?
Presidents.
The second one is okay. All right.
The second one.
Y'all deserve it. 5 in a row. 10 years.
Please, thank you for having me on your platform. They can reach me at _ the Nigerian Queen. On Twitter, it's _ the 9JA Queen. And that's it.
Thank you very much.
Oh, follow my nonprofit page. WeMove Foundation.
We'll tag all of them. They'll get all. They'll all get tagged. Yes. Don't worry.
Please. And please make sure you send me some screen grabs. Like, don't just ask them to collab and I'm looking like.
You think I would do you like that? I wouldn't do you. I wouldn't do you.
I'm asking.
We got to represent for our people.
Okay.
Right?